sound. Ringo TV. Ringo TV. Ringo TV.
Welcome to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and support the content. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. What we're going to be talking about today is a topic that needs to be shared. Because, you know, on social media, there's a lot going on. And from time to time, we need answers. We need to know what's going on. We need to realize what's happening in the world. So I decided to pretty much tackle this issue that I see brewing. And what we're going to be talking about is the subject of decoding Nicki Minaj tweet. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Nicki Minaj tweet. Decoding Nicki Minaj tweet. Now, a lot of you are listening to the news, you're listening to people talk, everybody's making videos. She made a tweet that it caused an uproar. And she was pretty much attacked left and right. And a lot of people are making response videos. But nobody seemed to have decoded the message behind it. You see, here on Black Male Advice TV, we have eyes that are everywhere. And we can see what most people just can't seem to see. The first thing you need to understand is who Nicki Minaj is. Nicki Minaj is a part of the Matrix. Nicki Minaj is not a part of the freedom fighters. Nicki Minaj works for the system. When we look at Nicki Minaj's career and we see the different things she's done, she actually never did anything to empower the Black community. Everything she seemed to have done has altered the minds of our young women, causing them to carry themselves just like her, cause them to focus on things that really ain't good. You know, like WAP and all sorts of other things that is detrimental to our mental health and so forth. And over the years, we have seen nothing but dysfunction. But one thing you all must understand about the Matrix is that you must adhere to the terms. And a lot of times, members of the Matrix get out of line. and they have to be reprimanded publicly. I don't want any of you to think that somehow Nicki Minaj was taking a stand for the people. No. Nicki Minaj was not taking a stand for the people. Nicki Minaj is not a hero. Nicki Minaj didn't do anything to, I guess, try to help you to understand what is going on within the world. Nicki Minaj made a couple of mistakes. And what's sad about this is that a lot of you are blind. You're blind because you don't understand that she is a part of the system. She is a part of the system, a part of what's going on. And if you can't see that, somehow you'll hold her up as some sort of hero when she is actually a part of the problem. So what exactly is going on? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. Decoding Nicki Minaj tweet. That's right. You see, in order to understand the message that caused this, you must decode the message. Because behind the message is a message, and behind that message is a message. And it's all done in code. But sadly, you can't see it. So it's my job to make you understand this. So let's go and see if we can shed some light on this to hopefully make you all understand what's going on. Because it's sad that people in this day just can't think for themselves and they just don't understand what's going on. But let's get into this, shall we? Let's go. Nicki Minaj. That's right. The tweet that caused all of these problems that we see in the world. Based on what's happening in the news, Nicki Minaj appeared to have been banned from Twitter for posting what's on the screen. Now, I blocked out one choice word because I'm smart, but you all know what that word is. For this show, we will use the word fascinated. Right? But let's break this down so that we could decode the Nicki Minaj tweet. They want you to get fascinated for the Met. Let's pause right there. They want you to get fascinated for the Met. The Met, ladies and gentlemen, is a high-profile gala event. And for whatever reason, Nicki Minaj went to social media and said the word they. You see, that's code word that most of you just don't understand. When you start off a sentence with they, it will trigger the minds of all the people to wonder who they are. They must mean something of some sort of elite, some sort of top officials at the top, the ones who control the matrix. You see, I've told you many times, you have the blue pill, you have the red pill. You have to make your choice which one you want to choose. Sadly, many of you don't. you really don't know what to do. She started off by saying they want you to get. They want you to get. Now, I don't know about any of y'all, but it don't sound like she's talking about her. Because she said they want you to get. Not they want me to get. Or they want participants, attendees to the Met to get. No, they want you to get. That's going to automatically trigger a lot of people. But it gets more interesting before we continue. It is said that Nicki Minaj have over 20 million followers on Twitter. 20 million. So when this tweet goes out, 20 million diehard fans that love her, that respect her, that take everything she say as truth, they're all gonna be influenced by her at one time. The people that are at the top, you know, they are watching. And when you are one who is a part of the Matrix and you have such a following, in their eyes, you have a greater responsibility to not make any mistakes to influence the people. You see, Nicki Minaj is a part of the Matrix. She's not trying to help any of you. Nicki Minaj just did a boo-boo and got out of line. I mean, who else get invited to the White House? See, none of you are getting invited to the White House right after an issue like this. See, her getting invited to the White House is to pretty much set her straight, to make her understand, don't make that mistake again. Her being invited to the White House is similar to you getting called to your supervisor office to be reprimanded or possibly talked to about some activity you may have done on the job. You know, getting a memo or perhaps being instructed to no longer do a certain thing because it's causing the company to look bad. Her being invited to the White House is the equivalent of a supervisor calling a staff member to the office to correct them on how to speak publicly. Do you understand me? So I need for all you pretty much understand that Nicki Minaj is a part of the system. And when you are a part of the system, you will do whatever you can to maintain it. She said they want you to get fascinated for the Met. If I get fascinated, it won't be for the Met, is what she meant to say. Now, that's a problem. Because when we look at society and we look at all of these mandates and all of these rules and regulations from the powers that be that control the strings in the Matrix, it's very clear that most of you already done know that you have to be fascinated in order to go to a movie theater. you have to be fascinated in order to go to a gym. You pretty much have to be fascinated in order to participate in the wonders of society. And if you're not fascinated, then you won't be able to enjoy the luxuries of going to a bar. So when Nicki Minaj publicly say, it won't be, or if I get fascinated, it won't be for the Met. What she's essentially saying is, I'm not gonna go out there and get fascinated just so I could go to an event, which in turn would influence 20 million hardcore followers to not get fascinated to go to a bar, to go to a movie theater, to go to a sporting event. So what Nicki Minaj's tweet inadvertently done, it went against the status quo. And the people at the top are not happy with the way she worded what she did. They want you to get fascinated for the Met. Whoa, hold on. Not me, because I'm not going. What she was supposed to talk about is herself. But the way she worded it was as if though someone was pressuring her. Do you understand me? Now, keep in mind that Nicki Minaj is a part of the Matrix. She will do anything to remain in the system. She never spoke against being fascinated. She even recommended you do more to protect yourself. So she's in 100% agreement with the Matrix. But the way she worded her tweet caused so much damage, and the mind control that is on the people may be affected by the way she worded her tweet, because she's saying they want you to get fascinated for the Met. She shouldn't be talking about they want you. No, but we understand. She's ghetto. She's from the hood. She don't know how to talk. We understand. But at the end of the day, when you're a part of that system, you have to have pretty much everything you say and do to be sparkling clean on social media, to prevent influences or influencing the masses to think otherwise. So when she said they want you to get fascinated for the Met, it made her feel, or it made others feel, that what she was saying was that she really wanted to attend, but she wasn't ready to get fascinated, nor will she be forced to get fascinated. And it comes off as if though she's not ever planning to get fascinated. But if you study Nicki Minaj, she has to go on tour. And in order to go on tour, she must be fascinated. So she's gonna be fascinated. She will be. So it's not a matter of her rebelling. The problem is that the way she worded her tweet caused the establishment to react quickly to do damage control in hopes that her tweet didn't influence the 20 million, because remember, they're trying to get a certain number of millions of people to get fascinated And the last thing they need is any loose ends. The last thing they need is anyone who is very, very influential, that has a large following, to make any mistakes to influence public opinion. They want you to get fascinated for the Met. If I get fascinated, it won't be for the Met. It'll be once I feel I've done enough research. Another mistake. You see, we all know that Nicki Minaj is a part of the system. Everything she do is designed to destroy the Black community and make us look bad. To keep our young women thinking that it's all about being scantily clad, loose, having no order or humility. But for her to say, it'll be once I feel I've done enough research, wrong choice of words. Because for someone to be around the elite, you cannot speak such words. You must go along with the get-along gang. You're not supposed to say words such as, it'll be once I feel I've done enough research. You see, in the Matrix, you're not supposed to do any research. You're supposed to just do as you're told. So being that Nicki Minaj have such power and influence over the people, it would be of her best interest to not speak any such words of doing research. This means that her programming needs to be updated. You see, once you have been brought into the system, sometimes the program that have been installed on your hard drive may encounter a virus. And for whatever reason, she may have been influenced by other entities on social media, which have caused her to regurgitate wording and phrases that she heard from other videos. And what this done, it caused her to say stuff like, it'll be once I feel feelings. It'll be once I feel I've done enough research, which will in turn influence you to do the same. So now, all of you who may have been thinking about getting fascinated will say to yourself, I don't need to do this right now because I don't have enough research. Yes, I would love to go to the theater to see The Matrix 4. I would love to go to the bar and sporting events. And I really would like to renew my gym membership. But I'll do that once I feel I've done enough research. Do you follow me? So it's not that Nicki Minaj is somehow a freedom fighter or an anti-fascinator. No. She's a part of the get-along gang. The problem is she got out of pocket with her tweet. And because of this, they're giving her a little spanking in the media. Do you follow me? They want you to get fascinated for the Met. If I get fascinated, it won't be for the Met. In other words, I'm not going to do this just so I can go. I want to go, but I'm not going to do this so I can go. Now, what would that do to you when you hear that? It's designed to influence you to think the same regarding everything else in your life. And this is what the powers that be are concerned about. They're not really concerned with the fact that she messed up in her wording. They're more concerned about the damage that it will be done to your programming in the world. Because in the Matrix, you're all under programming. That's why it's called TV. Tell a vision. And the vision that you're being told is the vision of the Matrix. They don't want you to be influenced by anyone, not even me. They just want you to just do as you're told. Do you follow me? They want you to get fascinated. For the Met. If I get fascinated, it won't be for the Met. It'll be once I feel I've done enough research. I'm working on that now. In the meantime, my loves, be safe. Wear the mask with 2 strings that grips your head and face, not the loose ones. So as you see, it's very clear that she didn't discourage you not wearing a mask. She didn't discourage you not being safe. She even told you to double up and not wear the loose ones. So it's very clear that Nicki Minaj is a part of the Get Along gang. It's very clear that she is pro-fascination. She's clearly a part of the system. The problem is she's causing the masses to delay what they want you to do. Because see, all of the big shots, all of the big heavy rollers were attending this Met event. So for her not to show up and then post this tweet, it really don't look good, because she's supposed to be one of the influencers to encourage you to get fascinated. Do you understand me? She's supposed to be one of the influencers, their main influencers, especially for young women. So for her to say, I'm working on that now, that means that she's spending time doing research when she should be spending time encouraging you to get fascinated. Do you understand me? She have a responsibility to do, and she didn't meet her obligations. So now she's being invited to the White House, not so that she could meet the president and have a good old lunch and wine and dine. No, it's so that she can be pretty much reprimanded and instructed on what she did wrong and how she need to clean this up and how she need to get back on social media and go out on a campaign doing X, Y, and Z to undo what she did. You see, every now and then, celebrities that are in the Matrix make mistakes. It appears as if though she's speaking for the people. It appears as if though she's doing something that may trigger some of your thoughts and beliefs. But really, truthfully speaking, all she did was make a mistake. And now she's going to be reprimanded. And the next thing you're going to see is her publicly speaking and promoting the you-know-what. Because when celebrities get out of line or do anything, they must undo what they did, basically. And it's going to have a great impact on their life, which means they're going to have to come into the public and literally clean up what they started. And you know what's so sad about this is that a lot of you are jumping around calling her a hero, saying she's this. Wow, she's standing up. She's this. No, she's not. No, she's not. She just did a boo-boo. She did a boo-boo. You're going to see, mark my words, you'll see Nicki Minaj come into the public and encourage you to do the new you know what. And you're going to be like, hold up, I thought that you were, you thought wrong. What all of this shows us, ladies and gentlemen, is that the people are weak. What it shows us is the power of entertainers and how all they got to do is put out one tweet and all of you obey. What it shows is that these celebrities and entertainers have so much power that they could get everyone on social media making videos. They could get everyone on social media agreeing with the Matrix. And then when they're good and ready, after they get their orders from the establishment, when they come back out and they share what they were told to say, it's funny, but the majority of all of you will actually follow her till the end. That's what this is all about. Power and control. The people are brainless. They're highly, pretty much influential to the point where they could be influenced by the influential. All she got to do is say one thing and you will obey. So she's going to get her orders on what to say, what to do, what the campaign is about. And it's going to serve the purpose that it was meant to serve. You see, what you all don't understand is that this was all by design. This is not a coincidence. This is not her making this mistake and it doesn't serve a purpose. At face value, it's clearly a mistake on her part. But when you really dig deeper, the powers that be have these influencers in position to do certain things to show how they can shift social media in one direction and shift it into the other. Because it's interesting to me that I could be sitting back, look at social media, and everybody's doing whatever they're doing. And then when this story breaks loose, everybody's talking about that one story. Do you see the power? So, Nicki Minaj at this point have a lot of influential power. A lot. So the next time she comes out in the public, trust and believe, she will be backpedaling on a lot of the things that she have to say, because in order for her to go on tour, in order for her to do anything to make money, she have to be fascinated and she have to be a part of the system. So she's going to obey. She's going to do as she's told. That's just the way things go. Do you follow me? So when you look at her tweet, don't think for a minute that she's a freedom fighter. Don't think for a minute that somehow she's questioning the establishment. No, that's not what she did. She just don't know how to write, and she don't know how to publicly speak. And this is why so many different people came out attacking her and telling her she have a responsibility with her platform. She have a responsibility with how she engaged with the people, because it can influence them in the wrong way. So when people come out lashing out at her, that's typically of what happens to people that are within the matrix that get out of pocket. They're going to come at you. They're going to tell you that you're wrong. And even if she get upset, she's going to still fall in line. It's just that simple. Because you can't come into the public as an elitist and say they want you to get fascinated for the Met. You can't say that. Those are unforgivable words. You can't say they. They is a bad word. They sounds negative. They sound like a hidden group. They sound like people pulling the strings. You can't say that. And you also can't say, if I get, it won't be for this or that. You can't say that and be a part of the elite, because it will influence the majority of people to say the same thing, that I'm not going to get this in order to do that. And that is not what the elite want. The elite want you to get whatever they want you to get. So when you have someone with 20 million followers who is very influential speak like this, the damage was already done. So now the question now is, how do they undo everything she did? Well, they're going to have to use her to clean up the mess. It'll be once I feel I've done enough research. That brings into question your decision, which is a good way of thinking. It is a good thing for people to do research before they make decisions. That's called being smart. But in this case, you're not supposed to be smart. You're just supposed to do as you're told. Do you feel me? And that is why they're coming against her. Because they don't want her speaking like that. They don't want her doing that. I'm working on that now. In the meantime, my loves, be safe. Wear the mask with 2 strings that grips your face, your head and your face, not the loose ones. So she's a part of the Matrix. Are you a part of the Matrix? Only time will tell. Because, you know, influential people have a way of speaking to get under your skin to make you move. And this is why I don't follow entertainers. This is why I don't follow anybody in the industry, because I understand the Matrix. So, that being said, we just decoded Nicki Minaj tweet. Subscribe to the channel. Click the like button. If you don't like the video, click the dislike button twice. Make sure you join me on Patreon for exclusive content at patreon.com/blackmailadvicetv. If you like my content and you would like to support, you can do that via Cash App, $Ringo TV Raw, or via PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. You take care. Have a blessed day as I try to keep you from the Matrix. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Black Male Advice TV. the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.